The quest to find Gennady Golovkin, a replacement opponent on May the 5th, continues. This big can of worms, of course, was opened when Canelo got busted for glenbuterol, something that may have contaminated meat at Eton, but I'm not so sure about that. Sounds like there's some dodgy dealings going on there to me. It's a real shame that the rematch couldn't go ahead, because that's where the real meaning in Golovkin's career lied. The first fight, even if you thought he won about 8 rounds to 4, there wasn't the explosion we thought. They both finished the fight with plenty of reserves left. You know, you felt they could go again. Canelo kind of gassed a bit, probably got tactically out-hustled, but then again he fought very well in spots, and it really needed a rematch, that one, which isn't going to happen. I don't know who Golovkin can fight next. Billy Joe Saunders is going to be fighting Martin Murray. A fight that's just painful to consider. It's got unanimous decision written all over it. That's been postponed because Billy Joe has injured his hand. So that's pain on top of pain. Danny Jacobs would make a good rematch. It would be intriguing for the boxing fan, but he's got nothing to offer for Golovkin. He's no longer a champion. Canelo very well may be banned for about a year. I think, sadly, the Golovkin-Canelo saga is just done. It's just hard to see where to go from here for a guy who is very probably on the slide. He'd like to put a bit more on his legacy. And it's just a shame for an opponent who there seemed to be a lot of promise and options for Golovkin at one point. Of course, there was the prospect of going up to super middleweight. There was the boast from Abel Sanchez a while ago that this guy can fight from 154 up to 168. He hasn't really done any of those. I believe Golovkin would have been willing to go down a weight to fight Floyd Mayweather. That never happened though. But we never saw him fight Andre Ward. I don't think he was fully up for that. There was the prospect of a Carl Froch fight, which didn't happen. Maybe Froch was more to blame there. But, you know, Golovkin finally gets his legacy fight against Canelo. It doesn't really work out as we expected. It was a draw anyway, officially, even if you felt he won. Now he hasn't got the rematch. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. I think the best opponent you could probably get is Sergei Derevyanchenko, the Ukrainian. He looks, he's very solid. He's not a big and he's not a powerful middleweight, but fundamentally he's very good. Undefeated, so you could sell that to the casual fan. And I think aesthetically that would be a very nice fight to watch. Who do you think Golovkin should fight in this mess that he finds himself in? I would like Derevyanchenko. Saunders would be the best, but he's not going to fight him anytime soon. What do you think?